and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm super pumped because I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this smoky eye inspired by the beautiful Shay Mitchel. So guys, make sure you turn on your post notifications so you can be a part of my bear family. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and as always guys, make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel. And keep on watching as I show you guys how to get this gorgeous black smoky eye.
You are now rocking with
Brittany, bitch.
Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started for this look. So Shay Mitchel always has the most beautiful and stunning smoky eyes, so I thought let's recreate it today. Let's go ahead and do a smoky eye. I haven't done one yet on my channel, so I'm really excited to create this and show you guys how simple this could actually be. So to start off, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of concealer and apply it to my eyelids. I'm just taking my finger and pressing this into my eye just to make sure that it's nice and ready and prepped for a smoky eye. I'm going to go ahead and pick up my Morphe Slate Black Gel Liner. So this is actually one of my favorite eyeliners ever because it's super pigmented and it really just does the job for a perfect smoky eye. So for this, I'll be using my Little Dose of Colors brush. This came in one of the palettes that I purchased, and I'm going to be dipping this into the product. And then I'm going to be applying this onto my eyelid. So I'm applying a small amount onto my lid and just kind of pressing it in, just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. And when you are doing a smoky eye, I highly recommend that you guys actually start with the eyeshadow first, because I promise you there's going to be a lot of fallout and it gets really messy. So you definitely want to start with the eyes first. I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same step onto the other side. So once I went ahead and applied the product onto my eye, it is now time to apply a little bit of eyeshadow and really start blending out our smoky eye. So for this, I'll be taking my Kylie Jenner palette. I'll be picking up the color Stargaze, which is like a dark, beautiful black, and it also has tiny little sparkles in it. Taking my Morphe M506 brush, I'm going to begin by pressing that product onto the lid and begin by slowly smoking out the crease. Now to also help out the blending process, I'm going to be picking up a clean Morphe M505 brush, and I'm going to be using this into my crease to kind of blend out the colors and make sure everything looks nice and cohesive. So I'm just going back and forth and really spending a lot of time blending out the product and making sure that everything looks nice and flawless. Alright guys, so here is what it looks like after I went ahead and kind of blended out the color. As you guys can see, it kind of goes from a darker black to like a charcoal gray, which is exactly what we want. And we only used one color. So that's what's really cool about a smoky eye, is that it kind of transitions and gives you that illusion without using so much product. So now I'm going to go ahead and go back in with my Little Dose of Colors brush in the same Morphe Black Slate liner. And I'm going to smoke out underneath the eye. So applying this underneath my waterline, just like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit into my actual waterline as well. Ooh, looking super good. So then going back in with that same Morphe 505 brush, I'm going to be applying that black eyeshadow once again and begin by smoking out the under eye. So I'm going to smoke this under my eye. I'm just going back and forth. Not too concerned about how crazy it looks because I am going to clean that up with a wipe in just a second. Once we went ahead and did this, I'm going to take my clean makeup wipes and I'm going to grab one of them. Applying it onto my finger, I'm going to go ahead and pull upward toward the end of my brow to really just clean up the eyeshadow and kind of shape it as we go. Alright guys, so before we finish off the other eye, I'm going to be taking another clean brush. This is a Morphe G17 brush, and I'm going to go right here into the brow bone area and begin by kind of buffing and blending out any harsh lines that I see and making the smoky eye look a lot more blended. As well as underneath my eyes, I'm going to go in and kind of just try to blend that harsh line out. It is now time to finish off the other eye. For this, I'm going to go off camera so I don't bore you guys or waste your time. And I'll be back in a second to kind of finish off this very simple smoky eye process. Alright guys, so now that I went ahead and finished off both eyes, it is now time to move on to foundation. So looking at the foundation that she has, it looks super full coverage, beautiful, flawless, a bright under eye, and just very simple contour. So that is what we're gonna go for today's look. So for this, I'll be using my Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation in the shade 5.0. Grabbing a Morphe M705 brush, and I'm gonna be applying a couple strokes onto my face, as well as my chin area, just kind of applying it everywhere. And then as well as on my nose. Alright guys, so I'm also going to be applying this underneath my chin onto my neck to make sure that my face and my neck match perfectly. But I'm going to be picking up my Tarte little beauty sponge, and I'm going to begin by pressing the product into my skin. Love this coverage of this foundation. Super pretty. This is a really great foundation for people that are more on the This is a great foundation for people that are more oily. It actually just locks in all that oil and it lasts throughout the day. So I would definitely recommend this one for someone who's looking for a good foundation for oily skin. Alright guys, so once I went ahead and kind of blended out the foundation and I'm happy with the way it turned out, I did want to mention something a little bit about this foundation. I do notice that it oxidizes. So if you guys are going to be picking up this foundation, I highly recommend to go a shade lighter because it is going to get darker over time. This actually darkened up fairly quickly. It's not my perfect match, but definitely doable because we are gonna lighten myself up with a little bit of highlight. So taking my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light, I'm going to be applying this to all the areas I want to bring light to. So my under eyes, the bridge of my nose, on my chin, the corners of my mouth, and then on the other side as well. Alright guys, so once again, I applied this to all the areas I want to bring light to and pull forward on my face. So my under eyes, the bridge of my nose, the lower part of my forehead. So taking that sponge, once again, I'm going to begin blending this out. Just kind of patting the product into my skin, making sure there's no harsh lines. So in this photo of her, I noticed she has a very bright under eye highlight. So it's very important that we make sure that we keep this eye highlight that same color, but we just pat the product down and make it blended. Alright guys, so once we went ahead and kind of blended out all of our highlight and we're happy with the way everything looks, it is now time to set our under eyes. So for this, I'm actually going to be using my little concoction, and inside of this is a little bit of banana powder and Laura Mercier translucent powder. So I actually mixed them both to get the perfect shade of under eye highlight. Then taking that same beauty blender in this little corner, I'm going to be packing the product underneath my eyes and all the areas I highlighted. It is now time to bronze up my skin and add a little bit more color because right now I'm looking really scary, really dead, and just not like myself. So I definitely need some bronzer. So for this, I'll be picking up my Tarte bronzing palette. This is in the Park Ave Princess. It's a super pretty palette. I'm going to be picking up a Morphe M509 brush to apply this. And taking the shade Angle from this palette, I'm going to be applying it to my cheekbones. So I noticed in the photo of her, she has like really striking eyes and a beautiful contour. So I'm definitely going to make sure that I focus on sculpting out my cheekbones. So this side is contoured, this side not really. You can notice a little bit of that shadowing and that definition, as well as on my chin, underneath my jaw, on the rim of my forehead as well. Now that I went ahead and applied the contour, I'm gonna quickly contour my nose. She doesn't have anything too like crazy, so a quick nose contour and then I'll be back in a second. Alright guys, so once I went ahead and contoured out my nose a little bit just to make it a little bit more Brittany Bear-like, it is now time to kind of dust off that translucent powder. So taking that same Morphe brush that I used for my bronzer, I'm just gonna be dusting away any setting powder that I have on my face. So I'm loving how bright my under eyes look. It definitely did the job. Because in this photo of her, she definitely has like a very bright under eye highlight. I'm loving it. So now I'm going to be applying a little bit of highlight. For this, I'll be using the BALM Cosmetics, my Mary Luminizer. And I'm going to be applying this with the same brush that I applied my bronzer with. So going just above my contour, I'm going to be applying this highlight right above my eyebrows. On the other side as well, right above my mouth. So once I went ahead and applied a little bit of a luminizer to just add that beautiful glow to my face. I'm going to be picking up my Benefit mascara. This is the Bad Gal Bang Boom Benefit mascara. Best mascara I've ever tried. Honestly, hands down, this is life. So I'm going to be applying this onto my lashes. And this is going to act as a base to our false lashes we're going to apply. So I'm not going to worry too much about making sure that they're nice and voluminous. We're just going to apply a thin, light coat on both sides. And then as well as my bottom lashes, I'm going to be using the clusters from Salon Perfect. This is a new lash that I'm actually trying from them. They just sent them to me. These are the demi clusters. I don't think it's a number, but this is basically what it looks like. They're super wispy and beautiful. I'm going to be applying this onto my eyelashes today. So taking my adhesive, this one is from House of Lashes. I'm going to be applying this onto the band. And then I'm going to let it sit for just a second so that it gets nice and tacky. I haven't done a smoky eye on myself in so long. It's actually weird for me to see myself. It looks so different. So placing this one onto the other side as well. Just pressing it down, ensuring that it's nice and glued on. So I'm going to go into my Blush Like You Mint It from Dose of Colors and just add a little bit of that to my cheeks. Alright guys, so I do notice with her actual lips that she kept them very natural. It almost looks like she didn't put anything on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Morphe Sweet Tea Lip Liner and I'm just going to very lightly kind of go over my lip line just to kind of give it a little bit more dimension. But we're not going to use the lip color for this look. So just slowly outlining it. Alright guys, so here is the final look. My beautiful smoky eye. I haven't worn a smoky eye in such a long time, so I'm actually really loving the results. I hope all of you guys love this Shay Mitchel inspired smoky eye type of tutorial. If you guys did, then don't forget to give me a big ol' thumbs up, like, share, comment, and as always guys, subscribe to my channel. And I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye guys!